Alright, here's the aftermath. I have it cleaned up enough here that I can get bite where I need it. But we're only going just past that. And I've got a hole there in the kick panel. So I think what I'm going to do is take this, maybe go across. It can go inside there, it's not going to matter. We're going to take this piece. Now I got lucky on this. Again, this is a used piece of steel that didn't make the approval for being sold brand new. All shear cut, and I got two of them pretty much identical. So I only had to make two minor cuts. Right there and right there. So I take this piece, start laying it in there. Kind of like so. That cut allowed that to set down, and that cut gives me a little room here around whatever that is. So it'll be something like that, and we'll make a separate piece to repair that. Now the other problem is that edge, and I've got this dime plate on here that I'm dreading taking off. I'll have to drill out the holes, I think, because I don't think these screws are going to come out easy, because that's what's underneath, and it's gone here. I know I'm going to put something here because that's rotten, so we're going to have to put something in there to fix that up a bit. And we still need to take care of this mess. That's too weak for a seat belt, so I'll have to fix that. Gonna have to fix that, and of course that mess. Now, I'm not in possession of a decent, or of any kind, sheet metal brake and or shear. But I need to make a bend here to have this come up, follows that contour. So what I've come up with in my improvising is I run this cutoff wheel along that line, and I cut into it about a 1/4 inch, about a half, well, 1/4 of the way to half of the way. I'm not saying in inches. And that gives me a relief in here. So if I start bending on this, it's going to close up that gap as I pull this up. Hey, it seems to work. Again, got the extra scraps here. So we'll be using this to repair back in here. So I'm going to do a little more cutting and trimming here. We'll come back here in a second. Alright. During the short break, I had to drill a few holes to get to the cross members from underneath. I've already placed a few plug welds down through here. This is really common in older Mopars. They've hollowed the bracing that goes underneath, so when you put a floor pan in an older Mopar, expect to do plug welds. But it works here too. Gives that rigidity to the floor and doesn't allow it to timcane. So, I'm going to go along this edge and drag the mid cable through the cap here. Try to apply pressure where I can here. You have to lay flat. That must not hurt. actually laid that piece down. I was going to go that way. We got to replace that junk anyway. Headphone alert, hammering. Just like that. Start over here on the back edge. Sometimes it helps the metal to form once you get it hot from welding, then it forms a little easier with a hammer. Form a lot easier if we were using thinner gauge, but this is heavy duty. It's going to last a long time. This truck may find its way to the salvage yard for this metal rots out. Either that, the person that buys this truck gets a little carried away off-road and rolls it. Which means all this was for nothing. Liking that. It's all looking good to me. Once you have everything worked out, it's just a cinch to go ahead and weld her on up. Apply pressure where you need it. Just full throttle, get her done. Now I'll get a bigger hammer. That's junky, rusty under there. I like to. Well, another day of rust repair. Welcome to my workspace. I'm sure if you guys out there can relate. Gotta kind of walk around these frame rails. There's my little tripod, my homemade camera holder. Alright, got the front floor section taken care of. Got that all patched up. Got that problem area pretty much taken care of. Door panel's starting to break apart on me. It's so warped. So what are we doing today? Well, we need to get rid of all that rot and put something here. How we're going to do that is my mistake of buying the wrong cab corners for the other project that we sold. Them off of Silverado, but has this here. See this here? That's hard to make, actually. So I'm going to take a section from this and put it in there, and with the rest of my scraps, this stuff here, keep that. Got that piece of steel there. Got another piece here. We can do something with that. I'm sure I've got other stuff just laying around. So we're going to take you along on this one. I didn't film much of the other side that we did. So we'll set the camera up and we'll do a little slicing and dicing here. And show you how I build a cab corner out of nothing. Get my finger out of the way. Alright. I've been scheming here, trying to come up with a solution and what's going to help me. Would you believe mistakes of the past are now a solution of the present? As we discussed before, I had that cab corner, which I have cut, and that's the cab corner we're going to use on this truck. It's still too wide here, so I'll have to come down here and cut that, move it in like I did on the other side. But that should solve that problem, and I get this contour here that's kind of hard to form without a brake or any other type of bending equipment. So it's better to use something that's produced than trying to build that myself. Another mistake or additional part we really didn't need was this backer plate that was originally intended for, turn it around slowly, the C10 project. That was going to be a rocker backer, but we ended up buying a different part that with the backer part include a partial floor edge, so we use that instead. So this has just been sitting around. Now I was going to start cutting this apart to maybe use it to fix this. I go, hold on, wait a minute, wait. I still need this to go all the way over to here to meet up with that, which I incorporate into that patch panel there. I go, wait a minute. I I could use this, but this distance is too much. So we're going to have to come in here with some tape, do a little measure in, and reduce this width. And I'll just cut it here all the way down, because I found that our additional we didn't need part will work here. Yeah, I'm hitting against this. Dip down, probably not. I can get this part to marry to here and down there. So it'll be like this, and this part here will weld down to this. And I will have my weather strip edge to put the weather strip back in. So that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to get this trimmed out, then we'll start fitting that and getting that put in. And I do have 2 of these since we over ordered because we weren't sure what we're getting. It's difficult at times when you order either online or from a catalog to know just exactly what you're going to get. But you know what? I can use this. So this is going to solve 2 problems. Then we'll get back to this and, yeah, and try and close that up. All right, we'll be back in a minute.